Shalom, shalom, everybody. This is Will Smith. I know it's been a minute since I did a being a light in the midst of darkness, but I want to get back to doing these. So something that I'm finna reveal to you is, y'all know in Revelation chapter 1:21 and 22, Yahusha says that I am the Aleph and the Tav. The Aleph and the Tav. Now, the Aleph and the Tav are the first and the last letter in the Hebrew alphabet, right? But if you look very closely at the Aleph and the Tav, they both are almost similar. The only difference is the Aleph has a line added to it, which makes it a bullhead and instead of just a cross or X, right? So, anyways, the reason I'm bringing up that he's the Aleph and the Tav, meaning that the beginning and the end, that means that he's even everything in between. And so, as we get on this and we talk about this, I want y'all to take a minute and just take in what I'm about to reveal, because this is not this is a revelation that Yah gave to me. I just did a deeper look after it was revealed to someone else. A guy named Rennie Riviera was on a show with Jessica Arialis called Crossing Over. And he made a perfect point and how Yahuwah he basically translated time. All right. And so if you and the reason I bring this up is because at that moment in time when I heard this, I had just got off the phone with my wife and was telling her, babe, I don't know what's going on. It feel like I lost my passion to just search and do things and just have that feel for y'all that I had. And at the moment when I heard him reveal that, y'all knew that this is the type of stuff that I seek out for. And at that moment, I felt my heart burn with passion and just the love that I have for the King, right? And so when I'm looking on this, it was like, wow. So I want y'all to remember the transfiguration with Yahusha. Remember who was there? It was Elijah, and then it was Elijah and Moshe, right? So I want to show y'all something first, because if you look at the first Peter, first John 1-3, look what it says. It says, that which was from the beginning, which we have heard, which we have seen with our eyes. So he's testifying to be an eyewitness to the things that happened with Yahusha, right? Which we have seen with our eyes and have handled of the word of life. For life was manifested, and we have seen it and bear witness and show unto you that eternal life which was with the Father and was manifested unto us. That which we have seen, again, he's declaring that they were eyewitnesses, and have declared we unto you, that ye also may have fellowship with us, and truly our fellowship is with the Father and with the Son, Yahushua Mashiach. All right? So he's the first witness, right? So I want to show y'all what Peter says now. Look what Peter says. Peter says in Second Peter chapter 1, verses 16-18. He said, for we have not followed cunningly devised fables when we made known unto you the power and coming of our Adonai Yahushua Mashiach, but were eyewitnesses of his majesty. So look at that. Eyewitnesses of his majesty. For he received from Yahuwah the Father honor and glory, when there came such a voice to him from the excellent glory, this is my Yahid, in whom I am well pleased. And this voice which came from heaven we heard, and when we were with him in the holy mount. So, okay, he's declaring that he was with him in that mount, right? So I wanna declare something to you, because at the time when Yahusha was on the mount and Moshe appeared to him, it was 1,000 years between the time of Moshe and Yahusha. And then at the time again when Elijah showed up there, it was a 500-year gap between the time that Moshe showed up there. But if you truly believe that your Yah is all things are possible with him, to them that believe, let me show you something. Because if you read Exodus chapter 33, verse 18-23, this is the part where Moshe said, Yah, show me your glory, right? So Exodus chapter 33, verse 18. And he said, I beseech you, show me your glory. And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before you, and I will proclaim the name of Yahuwah before you, and will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and show mercy on whom I will show mercy. And he said, you cannot see my face, for there shall no man see me and live. And Yahuwah said, behold, there is a place by me, and you shall stand upon a rock. Right? And it shall come to pass while my glory passes by, I will put you in a cleft of the rock. Now, I want you to stop real quick, because cleft is H5366, Nekara, meaning he'll put you in a hole or a crevice of that rock. So that's meaning that there's like a little cave entrance upon the mount that he would be placed in. So when Yah passes by, his glory passes by. Watch what he said. He said, and it shall come to pass while my glory passes by, that I will put you in the cleft of the rock, and will cover you with my hand while I pass by. And I will take away my hand, and you shall see my back parts, but my face shall not be seen. Right? His face shall not be seen. But let me show you something. Because if you go to 1 Kings chapter 9, starting from verse 10. And this is when Elijah was depressed and in the cave because they said that Jezebel was gonna kill him, and he felt like he was the last of Yah's prophets. Look what it said. And he said, I have been very jealous for Yahuwah Elohai, Sebaoth, for the children of Yasharel have forsaken your covenant, thrown down your altars, and slain your prophets with the sword, and I only am left. And they seek my life to take it away. And he said, go forth and stand upon the mount. Now remember, Moshe was standing upon the mount. So he said, go forth, stand upon the mount before Yahuwah, and behold, Yahuwah passed by. Now, I want you to stop and really just think about that. At the time that Moshe was seeing the back parts of Yahuwah, look at this. Now, no man seen his face, because I'm going to show you what happened. He said, because no man shall see my face. And he said, go forth and stand upon the mount before Yahuwah, and behold, Yahuwah passed by, and a great and strong wind rent the mountains and broke in pieces the rocks before Yahuwah. But Yahuwah was not in the wind, and now listen, the very fabric of time is being torn apart through the essence of nature taking all these effects, the wind, then an earthquake, and after an earthquake, a fire, but Yahuwah was not in the fire, and after the fire, a still small voice. Now look what happened. And it was so when Eliyahu heard it that he wrapped his face. So no man still saw Yah's face because he wrapped his face. So now at the same time that Moshe is seeing the back parts of Yahuwah, the front part of Yahuwah is standing directly in front of Eliyahu. And he hears the still small voice, right? And he heard the still small voice and wrapped his face in the mantle and went out and stood in the entering of the cave, or the entering of the cleft. And behold, there came a voice unto him and said, what do you hear, Eliyahu? Right? So now, I want y'all to realize something, because even though he was having a personal conversation with Moshe and a personal conversation with him, because it was 500 years between Moshe and Elijah, right? So if Yah transcended the very fabric of time and just was there between both of them, let's see what else he can do. Because if you read Matthew chapter 17, right, verses 1 through 8. And after 6 days, Yahusha takes Kepha, Yaakov, and Yahukan his brother, and brings them up into a high mountain apart, and was transfigured before them. Remember, what was Moshe seeing? He was seeing the glory of Yah. What did Eliyahu see, hear, smell? The glory of Yah taking place as the very fabric of time was being torn apart, as the earthquake happened, as the fire happened, as the wind happened. All these very things was Yah transcending the very fabric of time. And not only that, it happened once again, because now look what happens here. And behold, there appeared unto him Moshe and Eliyahu talking with him. He not only transcended time between himself and Eliyahu and Moshe, he also translated Moshe and Eliyahu to Yahusha's timeline at the same time. And they appeared to him, remember, telling him about his decease. If you read that in I think it's Luke. Now look what happens here. And behold, there appeared unto him Moshe and Eliyahu talking with him. Then answered Kepha and said unto Yahusha, Adonai, is good for us to be here. If you will, let us make 3 Sukkot. So listen to this. And Rennie Riviera made a good point. How did Peter know what Moshe and Eliyahu looked like? Now, here goes something. Because in order for them to be able to see Yah, in order for them to be able to be in his presence, they had to be in the spirit. And Yah translated them spiritually and put them all in the same timeline. Have you ever had a revelation? Have you ever been at a point where Yah took you back in time and placed you in another person's timeline? That happened to me before. And so when I heard this message, I believe that he is the Aleph and the Tav. And I believe that he's everything in between. And if you look at this now. So you got Moshe on his mountain. You got Eliyahu on his mountain. 500 years in between. Then another 500 years in between with Yahusha on his mountain. And then all 3 of them appear at the same point, at the same time, through all 3 timelines. Man, Yahuwah is good. And I just want y'all to just take the time and study these things for yourself. Like I said, I heard that message from somebody else and it made me just look a little bit deeper. And then I began to remember that John and Peter claimed to be eyewitnesses. He said, let every word be established by 2 or 3. And those 2 were witnesses to the transfiguration, the glory of Yahuwah Elohim and his son Yahusha HaMashiach. So look at there. You had Moshe in the cleft of the rock. You had Eliyahu in the cleft of the rock. And at the same time, the back parts were being showed to Moshe. Yahuwah was tearing the very fabric of time and entering into Elisha's timeline. And Elisha wrapped his face, so therefore no man saw the face of Yah. He still declared it, and it was so. And then not only that, they appeared together, both of them, right there with the Messiah, and told him about his decease to come. Ain't y'all good? Hallelujah. That was awesome. And I just ask that you take your time and you study these things for yourself. I love you. Yahuwah loves you. Don't forget to say, thank you, Yahusha. Talk to y'all soon.